Welcome inside another episode of the Sherwood Park Crusaders pregame show. My name is Zach Marks. Pleased to be bringing you this one from inside of the Randy Rosen rink here in Sherwood Park, Alberta. Where just behind me, the Sherwood Park Crusaders are getting their morning skate underway as they get set to take on the Spruce Grove Saints in Game 1 of their second round matchup here in the North Division postseason. Sherwood Park picked up a 4-1 win in Game 7 over the Fort McMurray Oil Barons on Tuesday night to clinch a spot in the second round and a date with their crosstown rivals, the Spruce Grove Saints, as Spruce Grove's coming off the first round bye with a couple of weeks of rest. We'll see how that plays into things here tonight. Sherwood Park going the distance with the Oil Barons, winning games 2, 4, 6, and 7 as they secure this matchup with the Saints as the Suburb Series reignites itself here in the postseason as Sherwood Park will look to advance to the North Division Final for the first time since 2018-19, where they met the Spruce Grove Saints and would eventually lose in 6 hard-fought games. Now let's head to the pregame interview with head coach Evan McFeeters. Now, he felt his team performed on Tuesday night and what to expect out of Game 1 here tonight against the Saints. Joined now on the Crusaders pregame show by head coach Evan McFeeters, having a 4-1 win in Game 7 on Tuesday night. What did you think of your team's performance in that game?
Certainly pleased, Zach, to get through that one. Obviously, we saved our best game of the season for that last game of the series there. So our guys were certainly determined. They were focused all the way through. Stuck with it. I'm really proud of the guys. We had a nice start to the game, but we weren't able to get anything past their goaltender, who had an incredible performance throughout that entire series. And they got to score the first goal in the game on a power play, and we just kept within ourselves, and we didn't deviate from the game plan, and Monroe scored a massive goal. He was huge for us in that series, and it gets us going, and then after that we were able to generate some more chances in the third period. We were able to continue to keep our foot on the gas and not really play to see what the result was going to be. We really wanted to push the result here, so proud of the group and their performance, and now we've had 2 days here to prepare for our next series.
You mentioned the performance of goaltender Gabe Gratton, your goaltender Eric Roos, top 4 in both goaltending stats. He outduels him. How big was his performance in the series?
It's just what we come to expect with Eric. He's going to have to continue his performance that he just wrapped up with the last 7 games here, but he's been doing it for 40 plus, and then he's been in some big games here, not only in this league but in other tournaments and in other leagues. So I think he's going to be well prepared. He's going to be excited to play this one. He's been our backbone and behind our blue line and in our crease, so we expect it the same.
Looking at your second round opponents, the Spruce Grove Saints, 3 of your last 4 regular season matchups were with the Saints. What do you take from those games, if anything?
Nothing. We don't take much from that because the standings were determined in the last week of the season. We played a bunch of affiliate players. We had some guys out just in terms of whatever rest, load management, whatever you want to call that. We spotted guys in those last 2 games. The third game, I guess the third game of the series, we played pretty well against them, the regular season series. It was that extended shootout, 12 shooters in the shootout, so that was a real hockey game. And then the one that we played after Christmas was a real hockey game, and then the 2 at the start of the year were good games. So I feel that our group is excited. We're running on adrenaline coming off the last series here, and we're going to need to have a real nice start in their building tonight.
Your group's coming off Game 7, the adrenaline, as you mentioned. Spruce Grove, meanwhile, 2 weeks of rest. What do you think how that factors into tonight's matchup?
Well, it certainly may have a factor. I was on the other side of it last year, and whether they're going to have the narrative in their room that rest is a weapon, and we're going to have the narrative in the room that we've been playing with desperation the last 2 weeks here, and we've been playing in the areas that are real difficult, and we're going to be comfortable in those areas and make it uncomfortable for the opposition here. So for us, we got to taste of playoff hockey. They're going to be chomping at the bit to get going. So after the 10-minute mark, asked me that question.
What are you expecting out of the Saints here tonight in Game 1?
I expect them to be good, man. They've got 5 of the best players in Western Canada. They're a top team in the North Division. They got 28 home wins on the year. They've been the Kings of the North for the past decade here. So if everyone's going and trying to make predictions, it should be Saints in 4. But we have a different philosophy in our dressing room, a different thought process in their dressing room. So if they don't get the job done in 4, well, maybe that they weren't. Maybe we were better prepared than people thought. So for us, we're taking it each game, and we're going to try to make it as difficult as possible and extend the series. And I really like our group. We got a special group of players in here. They really care for each other. They're very detailed. They take in all the information, and they go out there and implement it pretty well. So I think for us, it's a totally new start to the season. We're all back to zeros. The Saints are back to zeros. Regardless of their reputation, I feel that we've built a real nice reputation this season in our dressing room, and we've got a good group here that I feel that can push this team. It should be an exciting series for, like I said before, for the league, for our local fans on both sides of the city. We have confidence in our dressing room we can get the job done.
All right, thanks for this, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
And that'll do it for another episode of the Sherwood Park Crusaders pregame show. Puck drop is 7 p.m. at the Grant Fear Arena in Spruce Grove, Alberta. If you can't make it out, you can catch the action on Hockey TV. For all of us in the Crusaders organization, we appreciate you tuning in, and we will see you at puck drop.